Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy and Mr. Electric Copy himself.
I was wondering if you were going to say that.
Of course I would.
I was wondering if you forgot.
I would never forget that because I created that name. You didn't come out of
You
nowhere.
gotta trademark that or someone else is going to take it.
Just like Preferred Dimension. And we have Paul with us today.
Yeah,
hopefully he's a good boy. And what did we just watch? Just not that long ago?
Just now, 5 minutes ago, not last night, we watched Nope. And I definitely didn't pass out pretty soon after we got home because I was very tired.
People need to know if they need to see Nope.
They need to know if Nope is a yep or a nope. Yep.
Okay, we'll get to the Nope or yep soon, but let's get to Nope first. Directed by Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm.
Big time director now, horror director, I would say. Horror, psychological thriller.
I'd say his first two movies are horror for sure, like sci-fi horror, and then I'll get into how I feel about the classification of this one.
So he's really hyped up. Like Get Out, people absolutely love that movie. Some people's favorite movies of all time. It's a great movie. Us, not as much people like it. You enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, I think I liked it a lot more than most people. I definitely agree it's not as good as Get Out. But I love Jordan Peele's originality, I guess.
Yeah, the concepts is really good.
Yeah, he really gets you with the premises because they're just really interesting. And I really felt that about Us. I was just like, whoa, that's what this was about? That's crazy. And I just thought that was really cool.
You didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to this one. Nope. Starring Daniel Kaluuya. Is that how you say his name?
I think it is like Kaluuya. Like,
yeah. Oh, he was starting to Get Out. Also Kiki Palmer. I never really see her.
I never heard of her. No.
Oh, you never heard of her? She's like Disney star back in the Disney.
I never watched Disney Channel.
And Glenn from Walking Bad. I forgot his real name.
Yeah. Did you say Walking Bad?
Walking Bad. Walking Bad. I like to combine stuff. Okay.
AMC shows. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's close enough. Walking Dead.
Yeah, Steven Yeun.
Yeah.
I think's his name. Yeah.
So pretty good cast, and I had no idea what this movie was about. No idea. And you told me it was something about aliens. So I don't know, it's a spoiler. But what did you think? Just base opinion on Nope.
Like overall, like. So I was kind of thinking it was gonna be better than it was. I guess because I've been spoiled by Jordan Peele so far. Because I like Us a lot, and I really like Get Out. I think Get Out is awesome, and they're both really original movies. I think this one, though, it's still original. It's unique in its own way of talking about aliens and showing aliens and, like, what the characters do about it is different than what I'm used to seeing. I'll say that. Usually it's like a big fight. There's a battle against aliens, or it's like a survival, or it's an abduction thing. This is definitely different. And how
there's some elements of that in there, but it's done differently.
It is done differently, and how they, I guess, combat the alien, for lack of a better word, without spoiling it. It's way different than I'm used to seeing. So I think he's going on a downhill motion in terms of quality. I don't think this one. There's a lot of hanging threads, I felt like. And I just kind of wish more things that were in the story were utilized. Because now, and I'm going to get into spoilers and talk about what exactly it is. But I feel like there's parts of this movie that weren't used. Like, they set up something that I thought was going to be important, especially at the very beginning. There's, like, the opening shot. I was thinking that was going to play more into the final plot.
Talking about with the show? The sitcom?
With the sitcom.
Yeah, it was weird that they had that.
What?
I don't know why they had that.
I don't know why that was included. And I have a couple of theories, and maybe I need to watch it again. Maybe I missed something. But I thought it was going to tie in a lot more. And I don't really feel like it did. So overall, I just kind of felt like it was definitely not the movie I was expecting. I don't think it like subverted my expectations in a bad way where I was like offended by it. But I also was just like, when it actually got to like the plot of what it was about, I was like, oh.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, and then I was wondering what was happening with all the other things. It almost like it was trying to subvert expectations in a way. I don't know.
I think they was trying to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try like misdirect you.
They definitely did that.
Yeah. For me, I had no expectations because I had no idea what it was about. I like to go into movies completely blind.
You saw a trailer though, right?
Like, no, I didn't even see a trailer. I just seen a horse. I like the poster too.
Poster is cool.
Yeah. So you told me it was about aliens. So I was like, I love alien creature features. So I always like that type of movie. I mean, I at first I didn't really get wasn't really enjoying it. I thought it was like just okay. Like the characters are just okay. Their interactions.
It is really slow too.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, oh yeah, it's interesting. They own a ranch with like horses they use in movies, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's something you don't see a lot.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But like once it got like more into like what was going on, like the nature of the UFO, I thought I was more interested. I thought the cinematography was good. Mm-hmm. Like Jordan Peele, like you gotta say, like he has a vision for his movies. Like if they feel distinct. Like he does, like the tension is not artificial tension. That I some of it was like some of the choices that the characters were made were kind of idiotic to me. That was one I would like to talk about later, but I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it's more simple. I thought it'd be like more to the plot, or like what was going on, the themes, but. It's pretty simple.
Oh yeah, I did too. I think
I'm okay with that.
I wonder if that's maybe part of it is that I was like maybe trying to overanalyze it because like Get Out is a lot more layered. In terms of its themes and what it's about. And Us is too. So I was thinking maybe this is gonna be similar to that, but it really was pretty straightforward. I thought it's his most straightforward film yet.
I like that. I don't need like really complex plots like with really like grand themes not all the time. I mean, there's like one theme that I can say, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think if people like his past movies, the acting was good. It's enjoyable if you like sci-fi, aliens. Yeah, you should definitely go see it.
It does have kind of that old movie feel. I can't really pin it down as to what it is, but
long takes, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It reminds me kind of like The Blob and stuff. Like
that's why I like it too.
Yeah,
I love like alien invasion. So
yeah. It's a good film. I don't think it's not his best film.
Yeah, I think Get Out.
I wouldn't even say it's a great film.
No,
but I mean, he hasn't made a bad movie yet. I don't think. And if you're interested in his stuff, probably you should watch it.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you like sci-fi, tension, there's not much horror. But,
that was the thing I was most surprised by. This is not... If you are expecting a horror movie when you go to see Nope, you're not going to get it.
No.
Nope.
There's some horror element. There's some horror parts, but it's very few.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more just like sci-fi than it is horror. Yeah. It really had not much horror at all.
This is one really creepy part that I thought it was like, whoa. But everything else is just... Yeah. It was tension, though. But yeah, so I think you should go see it. Do you want to get into spoilers?
Yeah, we have to, man. Okay. I gotta talk about these spoilers. So, if you don't want it spoiled, go see it right now, at this moment.
No. Watch the spoilers first, then go see it.
But we're about to spoil the whole movie. So, yes. So,
it starts off at the ranch. His dad, Keith David.
Yeah.
I was happy to see him, but unfortunately, he dies.
Yeah, a pretty minor role.
Yeah, he
does come back a little bit later in flashbacks.
He does.
Yeah.
So he runs like a ranch where horses, where they use the horses in movies.
Yeah.
And it was cool that they had like the original motion picture. If nobody knows, original motion picture, like the first movie was like, I guess a black man on a horse, like just repeated like for 2 seconds. I didn't know it was actually
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was interesting trivia. I didn't really know that. That's cool. Yeah. So so that was supposed to hit his like great grandfather or something like that. So that's a cool start to it, and like the reason why they have that. But then nowhere stuff like the electricity goes out, like all the power goes
and a bunch of metal shit falls from the sky, like I was like keys and stuff, and something metal hits his dad. And
I think it was a nickel. Oh, a nickel killed him. I was like, what the fuck? I was interested, like what's going on? Because I forgot about it was like an alien thing, so I didn't know what was going on. So then we go from that. Then we meet his sister, who is like kind of like eccentric, kind of out there. And she
a
wants
lot more extroverted.
Yeah.
And it's there's a contrast between the siblings because the main character who's named OJ, and the one white lady at the set is like, "You're a black man. Your name's OJ."
What?
It was funny. But OJ and his sister are definitely like complete polar opposites in terms of like personality. Like he's like really reserved and quiet, and she's a lot more like outgoing and stuff.
So what did you think of their like relationship? Like, did you think of Keke Palmer? Because I thought she's kind of annoying.
Oh, I thought she was annoying too.
Okay, all
no,
right.
I mean, I didn't like her. If that character was my sister, I'd probably never talk to her.
Yeah, I see why he's kind of like annoyed by her. Like when he's but, like in the office with.
I don't really like that kind of person. Anyway,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm more like OJ. Like I'm more like quiet. I wouldn't associate with a more
even if like
person like that.
It's just like her personality was not entertaining to me, unfortunately.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I didn't really care for it. I mean, I think the actor was doing what she was given. I can't really fault her performance. I think the performance was good.
Yeah, towards the end, she gotten better, I guess, because she wasn't as like she's more focused on what's going on than just being like a character, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think Keke Palmer does a good job playing her, but I think that the character is written to be kind of annoying. I think that's the point.
That's okay. So one of my problems with Jordan Peele's movies, I don't think like they're that funny. I'm sorry. It's so funny that he's like a comedian. I don't think his movies are that funny.
I don't think they're that funny either.
Yeah,
I always go into it not expecting a comedy though.
I know, but he does have comedic elements. In his
he
movies,
does.
So.
Yeah. And he comes from like I knew him first from like Mad TV.
Yeah, and then he went to Key and
Peele.
Yeah, I just thought it was surprising that I thought his movies would be like a lot funnier to me.
Yeah,
it doesn't really work for me. I wish he would just like cut that out.
I think Get Out is better with comedy because it's like more like dark comedy and it's not as like on the nose like slapstick. It's the comedy is more in like the parts that are not necessarily even traditional comedy. It's like the way things are portrayed, like a horror movie. It's more a horror comedy. It's darker than like Shaun of the Dead, you know, but more like that, I guess. Like the horror and comedy go hand in hand, where there's like instead of just being like there's horror elements and there's comedy elements, it's not as I guess on the nose. But like Us, I felt like there was a lot more of that. Like
I didn't
attempts
really
to
like
be
it.
Just straightforward comedy, and
that's why that's one of the elements I really didn't like about that movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of that in Us.
There is one moment where it's hilarious. I think with the TMZ. Trying to get the footage of that's towards the end though.
Yeah.
It was trying to get footage of the alien and like it will do like people in TMZ will do anything for footage of anything. It was hilarious.
He got into a bike accident, his arm broke, he can't even like move, and he's like, dude, pick up the camera, get the shot. It's like the only thing he cares about. I hate paparazzi, so that was nice to see. I'm like, at least they fucking killed the paparazzi guy, because fuck them, man.
Yeah, I see. That was fun. That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
So he does get some stuff right.
So at the beginning, after their dad dies from the thing, the metal falling from the sky, OJ is about to like sell the ranch and the horses. He doesn't
he sells the ranch. He's trying to sell the ranch.
So he's just trying to and so he goes to meet Steven Yeun's character, who's like I don't even know what to call him, like a sideshow guy. Like
he has a reality show, I think, too, as well, because he used to be a star on
he's a former child star.
96.
Yeah,
and that goes into
which we didn't talk about, but it's important, or I thought was important. So at the very beginning of this movie, before anything happens, before any of the stuff with OJ, they show a bit of the sitcom, and there's like you don't really know what's going on, but there's like it looks like a live studio audience stage, and you see this chimp just covered in blood.
Yes. I was like, what?
And you're like, what? Animal cruelty. As I was saying.
It's definitely a theme in this movie.
It's a big theme in this movie.
Yes.
I think, so the whole thing with the chimp at the beginning, I tried to think of how it's going to tie into the plot overall. And really, by the end of the movie, the only way I really think that it ties in is that Steven Yeun's character didn't learn his lesson. Like, from when he was a kid, like, they didn't treat the chimp with respect. Or, the chimp lashed out in a way.
But they didn't really show that, though. They didn't show, like, the chimp at all. It was only that scene, though. That's why it didn't really have that impact.
That, and then, you know, you go to, like, the end of the movie, too.
Maybe the movie should have been longer.
Maybe. Or, yeah, I don't know. I wish that would have happened later in the movie. Like, you know, Steven Yeun's character
build up to it.
Gets killed by the alien. Because I think what it essentially was trying to say is because of his lack of respect, the way he was treating the horses, right? Like, basically using them as sacrificial lambs. Like, that was his downfall. That's why he got eaten. He didn't understand the animal, the alien. Didn't treat it with respect either. And so that's why he got... You know.
Yeah, but before that, I didn't even realize. I didn't know he knew about it. I thought he was just buying it just for
it comes out of nowhere that he does know, because even then, like, there's a part where OJ's like looking at that cloud. He's like, you know what? Come to think of it, I think I've been seeing that cloud in the same spot for 6 months. And then you cut forward to like the part where like OJ goes to get the horse back, Lucky, that's about to be like sacrificed.
Yes.
And Steven Yeun says 6 months ago something happened, so that's when it started. But yeah, you do find that out all in the span of like 5 minutes, and you're like, what?
What happened? How does he know? What?
So it's kind of weird. Like, they introduce a character, he goes away for a while, he comes back, and then he dies.
Yeah, it was his character's mismanaged in this movie. I think
I'd say so too.
I like where they were going with it, but there is definitely a theme of it. Because they show title cards of each animal. It's not about people. It's like, it's Gordy, Lucky, and then all finally they name the alien Jean Jacket.
Yeah.
So, but the part where they like so that horror element, the part where they're getting sucked up, I'm kind of claustrophobic. So that part was terrifying to me. I don't know about you, but I am claustrophobic. And when they were like being sucked in, like being, I guess, eaten.
It was weird. It was creepy.
It was like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, I was like, what is this?
That's what I liked about it, is that the alien itself is like this weird, it's like a big blimp
or something. Yeah.
If you're it's
not like organic. It doesn't seem organic. It just seems like something like an art piece or something.
Yeah.
Like especially towards the end, the design was like surprising to me.
Oh yeah. I was surprised they got all, and that's the thing I think that bugged me the most, is that I never really knew why it was doing all the stuff that it did. I never knew why the stuff that hurt it. I was confused by that too, like why the flag is going up into it.
Maybe just like inorganic stuff, like stuff that you can't really like, it's not edible.
I was wondering if that's what it was.
Or
like not carbon based, and that's why it was shitting out all of the metal too. I wonder if
that makes sense, because like they use a decoy eventually. Like a decoy horse, where it's like made of metal, I think.
So maybe that's what pissed it off.
And it spits it out. Now the part where like they're I think her name's, I'll just call it Kiki Palmer, in the Best Buy Geek Squad guy eventually starts helping them out. Like they're stuck in the house, and like over top, it's like all dark, and like it's like spitting out like a
raining
whole bunch of blood, and like all the stuff they didn't want. Now that was
my favorite scene.
That was was cool, and it was creepy. Now that was the part where it was like creepy, but like. And later on, it was just more like they're just trying to get rid of it.
It felt like more like later on, it felt more like a 80s adventure movie.
Yeah, I like that feel of it.
Yeah, it was. Cool. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you expect a horror movie, you're probably not gonna get it most of the time.
That's why you shouldn't have expectations.
That is actually
nothing.
That is true. That is the best way to go into this movie. Just go into it expecting nothing and just let it unfold.
So I really enjoyed that, but like I agree with you. It was like the theme of the human cruelty. Like it didn't really hit with me. Like I don't think it was done well enough for me.
No, I feel like it's disconnected from the plot too, because like that it ends up being about more so how they overcome this alien.
Yeah, that's what it's mostly about.
That's killing people, and it's like, I mean, I guess you could argue that OJ, even though he's trying to kill it, it treats it with respect in a way because he understands it. Yeah. But he's still trying to hunt the animal and fight it off. Yeah. So it doesn't really feel like...
It makes more sense. I think maybe they just left, or like he was saying, like have like common ground with the predator. Yeah. Instead of like destroying it.
Yeah. See, I think they kind of lost it there for me. And that's why I was like, well, wait a minute. Why would you... I guess maybe he saw no other way to get rid of it because it was already so angry and irritated than to kill it.
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, too far gone. Like they did with the chimp, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I think the themes could have been hit home a little bit better. But
I thought when they were trying to do it, like capture the the footage of it. I thought it was a cool scene, like how they set it up. I like when they set up for like the final battle. I guess it was cool that they were trying to get it. But like, what do you think about the cinematographer? Just risking his life for the final shot. So like before it, like we were talking about.
You said you didn't understand
it. I didn't understand it because
I do.
Okay, so why did he do that?
Because you, sir, are not an artist. Okay, that's what it is. You wouldn't die. You wouldn't die for the podcast.
I wouldn't die for the podcast because they couldn't see more of us.
If you're not stupid, you're not an artist. No. I think what it was is that the guy was like so into his craft.
He was up his ass.
And
he talks in riddles and like really cryptic. It was funny. He said something really cryptic. I'm like, that was cryptic. And then the guy was like, he just said something really cryptic.
Really creepy and cryptic. Yeah. Yeah. So he dies for his. He saw like he's like all his life he could never get anything like that crazy, and he was dedicated to like the most impossible stuff getting it on camera.
That's right? Cool. I like that. He was.
I like that too.
Yeah. He sounds super asshole, but like he's dedicated to his art, so I see why he would do that.
Yeah, he's a super dedicated artist, and he died doing what he loved.
Yeah,
I get it.
But like,
you know what I thought?
They made him like kind of like part of the team. He's likable.
Yeah, they did do that.
So like maybe he was like just kind of like the TMZ guy where like he was just like fodder for the fucking alien. But they made him like him, and then he just turned into a fucking asshole. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't like that, but I guess that's what they went for. It was I get it now though. Yeah. What were you about to say?
Yeah, no, I think that was kind of the point, and I was just thinking too, like the whole point of the movie like tends to be like towards the end that they just want to get footage of this alien.
Yeah.
Like, why? What is that gonna do?
Because they can be on Oprah.
But the thing is, the alien is trying to kill people.
Yeah.
Try to kill them.
Mm-hmm. So it's killed a whole bunch of people.
Are they trying to prove it exists, or are they trying to stop it, or both? And it's just like...
It's not clear at all.
I think that the balance kind of got lost towards the end there. It was like, are they fighting the alien?
The whole time I thought...
Or are they recording it?
I know, like, I think OJ, because it killed his father, so I'm thinking, like, he doesn't want to go. Like, sometimes they say nope. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
But like finally he's like, no, like I got a family, like I got mouths to feed. I'm not sure what mouths he has to feed, but man, I don't know. He's talking about the horses.
Yeah, and it was unclear too which horses he got rid of and when to. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I just wasn't paying enough attention, but
I don't know. It wasn't clear. No, it was not clear.
Yeah, it
wasn't. I don't know. This horses didn't seem that special to me. To him, I don't know. It did, but then it didn't. But then like he's talking about like I like that he like wants to. I think he wants to take down the alien. But yeah. I think Keke Palmer wants to just take the picture. I believe that's where I'm getting it from.
But why were they all... He was down with executing the whole plan, too, to take a picture of it. I wonder if they wanted to take a picture or get it on film so that people would know that it's real, and then they wouldn't just be alone and trying to prove it. Because, like, what if they just leave, and then no one ever finds out what happened to all those people in the town? But I feel like a whole town of people disappearing, and if the alien's as hungry as it is, it's going to come back and go for more people, right?
Yeah.
So...
You gotta take it down.
So I feel like capturing it, to me, lost importance. I was like, what's the point of getting it on video? You're gonna see it when it comes for you. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a problem.
Because they didn't have like a moment where people didn't believe them. It's like, there's an alien. Like, maybe if they had captured footage and then bring it to them later, they can get help.
Maybe if that was more of a thing. But then, like, everybody else was already kind of believing it. Like, the TMZ guy believed it.
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody was willing to believe that there really was a UFO out there. So there's not even, like, this disbelief that they have to overcome.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it just kind of lost for me towards the end there, like, what the movie was about. In a way... I like that it's about them just trying to get it on camera, but I wish that was the whole plot then.
Yeah.
I wish that was kind of the thing. I wish the idea of killing the alien wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it could be simple.
Yeah. And I do kind of wish, too, that if you're going to make this whole thing about, like, animal cruelty, that you don't try to kill this or harm this creature. You know, I guess maybe OJ thinks that there's no other way to stop it, and maybe he's right. And maybe it's more of a survival thing, like it's him or me thing, which I understand. But again, I just kind of wish they would have gone more the route of like, I'm going to try to understand the creature.
And maybe it'll just go away or just, I don't know, like hunt for certain animals. I don't know, be respectable. Like they kind of live in harmony. That's what I thought they were going to go for.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And like maybe just take a picture of it and like show it. And then maybe people try to come and destroy it, and then OJ protects it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
Even though they just killed a whole bunch of people, though, it's kind of like not redeemable. It did kill like
it did kill a bunch of
40 people.
Innocent people. Yeah. Well, innocent. I mean, who's to determine if they're innocent?
Oh man, the spectators were innocent, man.
They didn't do anything.
Oh, I guess they are about to kill a horse though.
Right.
So that's kind of fucked up.
See,
it does make you question it. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it raises a lot of questions, and it could have been. I think it could have been a bunch of different movies the way it was set up, which in a way is really creative and it's unique. But I do think a little bit got lost towards the end. Mm-hmm. That's when I started to like it less. It was like more towards the end part. I was kind of like, that's all it is. Okay.
I just liked it. I didn't like the beginning, like the first act. I think I like the second
No, I think the beginning is slow too. I really only liked like the middle part when they're starting to like catch it, and then like the part that's like raining blood on it. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, that's the best part.
This is awesome. Yeah. But after that, like their final plan, I was just kind of like, oh, that's all you're gonna do? And I'm like, this is the end. This is the end of the movie?
I wish they captured it and then like went on with it, but they changed it to killing it and then still like capture footage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was weird.
And it's also
I was confused like right towards the end. It was really confusing.
Yeah, I mean, and all they really get at the end is like it seemed like all they got was that Polaroid, right?
Yeah. You could have faked that. I could do that in like 20 minutes.
I know, I could make that in Photoshop. I mean, I don't know how you're going to authenticate it is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because nobody's seen it, right? So
yeah,
it's another just a UFO sighting. So
that's what I think.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
The weight of it, like you said, yeah.
Yeah, so at the end, I'm kind of like, is it even really proven?
You're lost.
See, I won't know, and I don't know because the movie ends right there too. Mm-hmm. So you don't know if it ever got like he ends it much in the way he ends like Get Out. It's like when the big final climax is over, mm-hmm. There's no resolution. There's just the end of the movie. That's how he likes to make his movies.
This is not as satisfying then as Get Out, though.
No, it's not.
I think the ending of Us was satisfying. That's like one of my favorite. But like the ending towards
Us that was the best. Yeah.
But let's end this review though. So what would you give Nope?
Out of 10. Yeah,
out of 10.
I wanted to like it more. I didn't like it as much as I was hoping, but it's not a bad movie. It's a solid movie. I think it's. I gotta give it I can't remember what I gave Sonic the Hedgehog.
You gave it like a 6.
It's better than that, and it's not as good as the Batman or Everything Everywhere All at Once. So I'm probably gonna have to give it something like 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I don't even think I can give it a 7.5 because I think that there's just too much that I was hoping for. As the movie developed, that wasn't there. I think 7. It's a solid 7 movie.
I would have to agree. I would give it a 7 as well. I was thinking like 7.5. Like I liked it. I like a lot of elements of it, but it is like the themes are kind of weak, like how they just like show it, and the ending is confusing. This doesn't have like the impact I thought it would.
Right.
And like the beginning, like one of the weaker parts, like the beginning, is just okay. Like once they got to the middle and like towards more of the climax, it was more entertaining. I was more engaged in the movie. The performances were fine. The characters were just okay. So the more what was going on was cool. I thought the alien looked cool.
It's really simple, but yeah. But it was different. It was unique.
I wish they didn't show it as much. I like the mysterious. Like, they showed it a little bit too much for me. But, it's a solid movie. I think you should go see it if you like Jordan Peele's movies. Sci-fi, a little bit of horror, aliens. So,
yeah.
I think it's definitely worth a watch, or once it goes to streaming services.
It's a solid film.
Yeah, nothing you will buy, though, or, like, really rewatch.
Maybe other people will like it more. I don't know what other people's thoughts are. I haven't seen the
reviews on it. So.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't seen any reviews or Rotten Tomatoes scores. I haven't looked at it yet.
Solid movie, though.
It's a solid movie. It is a solid movie. You know what I realized with Jordan Peele, what his strength is that he's really good at making premises. He's really good at making stuff unique. And I have to say that even though this movie is all his tropes and stuff, a lot of it is done in a very unique way. Right? Like talking about guys training horses for movies. I've never seen a movie that showed that.
And I don't know if that, like, I didn't know about the original motion picture. It was a black man. I didn't really know that. That's cool, like, movie history.
Yeah, trivia.
Yeah, I like that trivia.
I wonder if maybe he just is trying to put out too much too soon. I know he worked on Get Out for a long time, and I think that it shows. Get Out is one of those movies that is pretty smart and well crafted, and I wonder if like maybe if he just took more time in between movies.
You think so? I mean, it's been like 3 years, right? 3 or 4 years since.
When was Us? Probably like 2019, right? So it has been a while, but I mean, I don't know. This one didn't feel as smart as Get Out, I don't think.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's fine, but I'm still like confused of what he's trying to do with this movie. It wasn't clear.
Yeah. So that's why I don't know if like the time would help either. Maybe it would just sit. But I'm just saying that I care more about seeing a good. If I see one of the best movies I've ever seen, I'll wait 10 years.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really care. There's so
like
many
Avatar,
movies,
right?
man.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
First off, that's not 10 years. That's 13 years.
I'm sorry. Even better. It's gonna be.
I can't
been
wait.
Baking
man.
that oven for 13 years.
I can finally see the movie I've been dying to see for 13 years. I haven't slept in 13 years.
We'll get to Avatar.
Waiting for Avatar 2.
Avatar.
The Way of Water.
The Way of Water.
That's the name of the movie.
That sounds like straight up like the last Airbender Avatar.
It does. It's like they're trying to market off of the other Avatar.
Let's
more successful.
Let's stay
Avatar.
on Nope. Let's stay on Nope. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll get to Avatar.
Avatar: Way of Water. I already have a score picked out.
Okay.
So 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, that's better than I thought. But yeah, Nope. It's decent. It's good.
It's decent.
It's decent to okay.
There have not been a lot of good movies this year.
Not like excellent movies. No.
Yeah.
There's been really bad ones, and then there's been a couple really good ones.
I think there's been mostly just fine movies this year.
But
the mid category.
But that's life. It's mostly just fine.
I know, but I feel like last year was like really imbalanced. It was like a lot of good movies like Dune, and then we had like Space Jam. We had remember like the early part of the year was just like the worst movies we've ever seen.
I'm not going insane with these movies this year. I went insane last year.
Yeah, no, nothing has made me angry like it did last year.
Like towards the end, I'll probably cut this out, but towards the end, like Space Jam, I remember that I was like, man, this is my life now. I hate it. I can't believe I have to talk about this.
That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so Nope is not that bad. Nope it's not that good. It's a pretty solid creature feature.
I guess we expect more from Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I do.
Because people like one of the after he was talking to one of his fans, and like his fan said, "You're the greatest horror director of all time."
I saw that, and he said, "How dare you do that to John Carpenter?"
It's like
see, I love him.
Chill, man. Yeah, at least he knows.
He's humble.
He's only made 3 movies so far. Okay,
yeah.
Chill out, man. Chill. He's nothing beats the Thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you could tell that he definitely loves the Thing.
See,
not even from like that interview, just from like his movies. Like you can tell he loves like those type of movies. Yeah,
and I do too. So we'll continue to review his movies. Hopefully, the next one.
I'll probably unless he starts making like shit movies, I'll go fucking see it, man. Like this is not Nope is not gonna turn you off of Jordan Peele. I don't think it's not bad enough to do that. It's just not good enough to be better than Get Out or even on par with it. That's the only thing. And we're always gonna compare this.
That's
to
what
his
happens
other
when you
works.
make a really great movie the first time.
Yeah,
you always catching up.
Yeah.
But I mean, long as he has something like, it's better than have like something great like that than to have this mediocre shit throughout your whole entire career.
Yeah,
I believe.
And honestly, I'd rather go see this type of mediocre shit. At least it's unique. At least I had a good time. At least I didn't feel like I wasted money going to see it. It was fun. It was a good movie. It just wasn't amazing.
And that's okay.
That is okay. That is perfectly okay.
And it's okay if you like, comment, subscribe to this video. Please.
That transition was rough.
Cake. And we'll see you in the next dimension. Stop laughing at me, okay? I'm trying here, alright? I've only been doing this since 2008, okay?
Is that how long?
I mean, I've been on YouTube for a long time. Yeah, on and off. Yeah.
Dragon Fighter.
That's 2002. That's been 20 years.
Also, technically, it's been 20 years. You haven't been able to replicate that success, have you?
We'll see you in another dimension. I probably already said that, but fuck you, man.